Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. We were discussing about AI in healthcare. As promised, today we have Abdur with us, who is a doctor in Nottingham Trust. Hello, Abdur. Welcome to the channel. So, Abdur, tell us from when you're working in Nottingham and what do you do?
Hi, Suhail. First of all, thank you for having me here today. Um, I'm working as a doctor in respiratory medicine in Nottingham for the past 3 years now. And I think what you've been doing in the past couple of episodes is really intriguing. And one thing which really struck me was the fact that you mentioned AI is going to be there. It's going to be a tool to augment healthcare, but not as a replacement. So, can you elaborate a bit on that, please?
So, how I see AI is like machines, Abdur. So it can be used to construct something as well as it can be used as a destructive force. The information which AI gives us, it is on us to verify it and use it wisely for the better outcomes, right? So if we just blindly follow without we knowing what it might be true or wrong, it can mislead us into a very wrong direction. So that is what I was trying to tell, that it is still a tool, not our replacement.
So, when you mentioned about the fact that AI can lead us down the wrong path or the wrong direction, what do you mean by that? How can you decide? Or because AI is not going to give us the information itself, we need to do something or we need to ask information to AI. So, how do you decide that what information you get is accurate and takes you along the path which you wanted to, rather than maybe down the wrong path?
So how I see it is, Abdur, again, the thing comes here is what prompt you use. Okay, I can give you an example. Recently in US, what happened was a guy was able to purchase a Chevrolet car for $1. He was having a chat with the bot. He was able to convince the AI to sell him the car at $1. Can you imagine? Like that is the same with AI. Whatever you require, if you continue to give the prompts which are not complete, right? So it will try to pacify you with the knowledge it has. It can be very misleading. In the same manner, if you try to give it very closed prompts, it will not try to use its own thinking into it, and you will be much more safer in using those knowledge.
So what we're trying to get at here is AI is only as good as the prompt we use.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
And would you recommend using closed questions as prompts or open-ended questions? And if we are using either of those, are there any pitfalls or are there any negative consequences?
That is very good, Abdur. Like in my initial video you have watched, right?
Yeah.
So there was Gaurav. He's from tech background. He was speaking about, also like we were discussing, and he was telling about AI hallucinations. Have you heard about AI hallucination?
Heard about hallucinations, but AI hallucinations is something different.
Yeah. So basically, hallucination is saying like people can make up things, right? So we have seen patients making up things, right? But in AI world as well, what happens is that if you give like a prompt which has gaps, right? And if it does not have a verified information, it will try to give the information by itself. It will create it so confidently that it will look to you as if you it is very right. It will give you a verified source as well, but how right it is you don't know. That is why using a closed circuit prompt, like telling to get, for example, you want to treatment of heart failure for this patient, right? From this source only and this guidelines only, and like nowhere else you need to take it from. That is how you will be able to get only specified information which will benefit you. Otherwise, you will be led astray.
And when you mentioned about putting resource specific information as prompt, and AI is going to give us the answer, which can be then applied to clinical practice. Assuming all of this then hypothetically gets incorporated into real life or the practical world, do you foresee AI then maybe pushing doctors eventually out of their jobs? What are your thoughts on this?
I believe that that is not something which is possible at this moment, Abdur. How I see it is, if we have the necessary knowledge and the necessary skills, right? Because as I said in my previous video as well, that AI is not holding itself accountable for anything. It is the doctors at line that whatever happens to patient is on the doctor. Okay, the AI does not have human touch. After, what do I mean to say is, it cannot understand what is the circumstances and the events happening for that patient. It is not just the treatment wise, it is how the patient is presenting, what is his overall circumstances are. We have to take all of that in account, and that can only be happened by a human person. AI is a machine, right? So we cannot let AI completely understand a human perspective. So that is where I see that, yeah, I agree that genuinely we might need to be more upskilled, more knowledgeable to verify the source, but I don't see that it is a threat to somewhere doctors at this moment.
And with regards to the application of AI into healthcare or medical education in general, is there any specific area which AI can really help us going forwards?
So I see that the students nowadays and also the doctors, they can use AI to get the information very quickly. They can make it very concise, ask from specific textbook, specific source of knowledge, specific points, like it is at your fingertips to help you, right? It is time, like it will help you save the time, it will help you save the hustle, but the only challenge would be how wisely you use it for yourself. Okay, but I see that you teach students as well in Nottingham. How do you see it?
I think I completely agree with whatever you've said as well. I think if we go back in time when me and you were in medical school, to get information or to get answers for the questions we had or to clear conceptual doubts after lectures, a lot of times we would have had to, I'm sure you would have as well, gone to the library, tried to search for the relevant book, and then go through all the chapters and find out where exactly the information we're looking for is. But with AI and keeping bearing in mind the excellent points which you've made, where using the right prompts, having the right resources, which the AI can then do the filtering bit and give information where um, medical students as well will have reliable information in a structured and organized manner at their fingertips, and this is going to save a lot of their time as well. And especially when you mention that this is the age where doctors now have to upskill, and I think the whole upskilling is going to start from the root level as well. So because if the foundation's the strongest, then the subsequent years as well, you are going to be more skilled. So with all of this, it's going to save a lot of their time, and they can use these resources if they use it adequately and in the right manner, like how you mentioned. they can utilize time more effectively and hopefully be better than what we are at the moment.
That's brilliant, Abdur. I think we had a very nice conversation on AI. Thank you for traveling down from Nottingham for us. We really thank you. Uh, we would continue regarding AI in healthcare, but we are also trying to make videos on above and beyond people like who are working in our trust, who are doing a lot but who are just behind the curtains. We don't know anything regarding them, how wonderful they are, how beautifully they are helping us work in our daily lives. So we would be inviting such few people in our next podcast to know how they are helping our trust. Thank you, Abdur. Thank you for coming. Thank you, guys. Please subscribe our channel and be tuned to YouTube and LinkedIn. Thank